So the first game went to extra points. It was 24-24, and I had them play 3 more points, and then it ended up going 26-25 after 2 back-to-back service errors with a lot of pressure. So the game was good. It was tight all the way through, maybe a 3 or 4 point gap. Was the biggest lead early in the game. Really solid volleyball. Let's see how we go here. Alright, nice save by the setter, but we have a bunch of people standing around not talking to each other. Again, that pass was off the right side of the body, where it's just not as good as taking it off the midline or the left side of the body. So that was better off the midline, going to the middle. Nice dig, a little slow on the transition, go, pick it up. Sets a little far off, roll shot, nice pickup. We should be able to get a swing, great defensive dig. A little bit tight. So, second ball of the game, and we've got a pretty long rally. Hit goes out. Scores 1-1. Good serve. Ari takes up a lot of space. Overpass. Come in, going back to Ari again. It's picked up. Nice turn. 2 serving 1. Really good rally so far, except for the first point where it was just kind of an ace. Wasn't quite solid through that serve. Going Ari for another time. Oh, Debbie is there. She just didn't track that ball with her platform. Two serving 3, I think. That service out again, so we're not tracking. And take a look at that pass again. So here, we don't quite shuffle, right? We have to cross over our feet right there. So let's take a look at the footwork, which we worked on. So we don't shuffle, we cross over, and then this is... So when you're here, when your legs have crossed over into this position, it's really hard to create the angle to bring that ball back, and it just never gets there, right? Again, I really encourage us to practice, we do spend a good chunk of that first hour running drills. I try to create the scenarios that you'll see in a game. And again, that was just really one of the scenarios we see in a game quite often. Good pickup by Jeff. There, that's a great swing. Maria's hitting has gotten a lot better. Nice touch. Nice touch. Way to go for it. Could have easily been popped up or maybe come back into the court. Harvey is moving his serve around from different parts of the court. That's a good pass. I want you guys to take a look at this swing contact. So there's a height mismatch, right? Ari is obviously much taller and bigger than me. And so as a hitter, I have to be a pretty smart hitter. But the main thing I want you guys to take a look at is that, first off, I don't hit at him. But how I swing my arm on this one, because I remember specifically I had to make an adjustment from my normal swing. So here, my arms are up. So after I swing, I'm going to just hold my arm up. So just to make sure I have a high point of contact, right? So let's go back and take a look at it. My elbow is leading. I make a high point of contact and I just hold it. So I make sure that I'm going to follow through that ball and really direct it where I want it to go, which is keeping it well away from Ari. It's not a hard driven hit necessarily, but it has decent pace on it. So especially the shorter players really focus on getting that high point of contact and holding your point of contact there so you know that you've hit it high. Don't have to hit it hard, you just need to hit it high and with a solid contact, and it'll go. Direct it to somewhere where they're not standing or not ready, and then it's pretty much going to be a solid kill or cause them trouble. Alright, taking it off right side of our body. Carol has got experience enough to do that. Pass is a little too tight. Dump the free ball over. Going into outside. Carol with the transition. Good defense by the setter. That hit not quite as solid as the previous one. Maybe a little bit low on the set. Service error. I have no clue what the score is. 4-5. That's right. It's 4 serving 5. Almost got caught. Not moving our feet. So near side gets a free ball back. We should get a better free ball pass than that. Not quite high enough. That's a good effort by Febby to keep tracking that ball. I think if I were his teammates, I would be crashing in because he's going to be in trouble. He's going to be in trouble trying to pick that up. But if he keeps it alive, we need a body there to get it over that net. Didn't quite create the passing platform. So we get a free ball back, go into the middle. Again, too tight of a set. Carol with the good transition, calling Jeff for help. And just can't keep it in play. Alright. Alright, so there's not a whole lot of communication, not a whole lot of movement. We're going to be in trouble if that happens again. I like that Cindy is able to place it into an empty spot. Great pass. There's a ball on for the replay. Let's see if she puts it into another seam between two players. Not quite. Nope. So let's take a look at that pass. Because this is essentially the scenario that I set up for the drills, right? Especially if you're on this left side where you need to create a more sharper angle, you really want to take it off the left side of your body. And instead, it kind of goes midline. So you see his arms try to swing and create an angle, which again is really hard to do. He ends up slicing the ball. His arms get to meeting the ball a little bit, probably a little bit late. Well, it goes through the space early. But that's because, you know, he's not tracking it with his platform. Ends up slicing the ball, going underneath it, and then it goes out of bounds. So, again, there's a reason we practice being able to recognize that we're still not creating the platform angle. Standing up a little bit high on defense for Ari. He's bending at his waist instead of his knees. Ends up coming off his platform, uncontrolled. It's 6-6. Good overhand pass, going to the middle. Nice pick up by Thor. A little bit low. Got to be more solid with our hands. That sets inside, keeping a free ball. Oh, our feet crossed over, almost fell over. That's a great swing by Jeff, deep corner. So I was just telling Thor it was good that he picked it up. Looking at the footwork, we really want to work on our shuffling. 7 serving 6. Pretty good pass by Ari. Free ball coming. Let's try to get a swing. Making the easy set. And Ari touches it. Good swing by Debbie. Should be 8 serving 6. 7 serving 6, something like that. Nice pickup, going to the outside. Again, gotta shuffle our feet. Stay low and shuffle our feet. On a free ball, let's try to be ready. Even the easiest balls in volleyball are really hard to pass perfectly, so let's remind ourselves of that and respect the challenge of the game. There's a ball on. And Jeff, why are you going for that? I almost got hit. There's no reason for you to go for that. 8 or 7 serving 6 again. Passing begins to break down. Alright, it's going to the outside as my 2 front row hitters are not ready. That's a great swing by Debbie. Attacking area 1 gets us another point. 9 serving 6, I think. Good pickup by Febby. Nice back set into a great seam. Makes it look easy. Alright, we have our serve receive set up. Get backed up a little bit. We practiced that during the drills section of the class also. We still aren't able to keep our feet moving and backed up. That's another missed hit out. Another ball on. Let's see if we can pick up the score. That's a good pass by Harvey, a little bit low on the set. It's a solid, it's a decent pass that I think staying low and being able to shuffle would get a little bit more air underneath it. So that's a little bit better. Way to tool the block. 10 serving 2, 10 serving 12. We're still not staying low and shuffling to the ball. A little bit of miscommunication. I want to take a look at that serve receive again. So here, we're in a good athletic position, and then we stand up. Alright, we have to stay low. We have to stay low and move low to be able to make good passes. Yeah. I think that's, what is it? It's like the 3rd or 4th key. Shuffle to the ball. Face the ball, angle the platform, shuffle to the ball. That's not necessarily a great pass. It's going to result in a free ball. It's a better set. And then again, it drops in. Great swing. Both of our middles have hit deep area 1. Jeff had one over in that corner, and now Thor picks one up in that corner. Ball on. We'll replay again. Nice movement by Ari. Nice pickup by Thor on the overset. Good pass by Harvey. Same set. Still too far inside. Alright. Nice line hit again. Alright, so I want to say 2 things about that play that just happened. We're going to back it up here. So in this contact, I'm going to pick up the first ball. And Paul is the setter, and let's see what he does. I'll tell you what he does. He ends up going way over here for some reason when I'm really going to pass right to the target spot as best I can. Right, so the target spot's in here. For some reason, he backs 8 feet away from me to make it more challenging for himself. And what that really does is that it forces him to set out here. Because now he has to charge in, and it's really hard to set a high, shorter distance ball when you're running in. The second thing it does is that it definitely takes away a back set, because now, again, he's having to run from the right to the left, and being able to back set against that is really hard. Had I passed and transitioned out to my hitting spot, he wouldn't have been able to set me anyways. The second thing that I wanted to talk about is the free ball, because I see this quite a bit. When we're giving a free ball away, we're not ready to actually pass a free ball, and it ends up going out of bounds. So here we go. Jeff is off screen. It's going to come from our left to from our right to our left to Thor, and he's not down low and ready to control this ball. He's stand up pretty tall, and so then he has to take a high swing at it with his arms, and then just floats out of bounds. We really should be able to keep that type of ball in play so that we get a chance to play some defense. Alright, there's an overpass, that's my bad. Alright, so here we're able to keep it on play, but we're out of bounds. Let's take a look at that serve receive. Again, really quick. So this is a great serve. It might have been out. I'm moving. So notice that I'm going to take it off the left side of my body because I need to create that angle. It drops pretty short. I'm struggling because it's a good serve. Maybe it hits the line, maybe it's out. Maybe I'm a little bit slow because of having to make those decisions. And my platform never quite gets underneath it enough, and it results in an overpass, and then I essentially put it away. Nice effort by Jeff. Thank you very much for the help. But Paul is onto the other court, and so the ball's dead. Ball on. Rush through that. Nice pickup by Debbie. That's inside. That's a tight set. Alright. Let's go to Harvey. Good adjustment. Let's play a little bit more defense. Again, we can't panic on that. There's a touch on the... So, what I'm talking to Paul about is this play right here. Let's see. I think it goes to Harvey. I get up. I put a pretty solid block on it to slow it down. But then, instead of passing to the target, it seems like we're panicking. We're jumping pretty high up in the air. So, I would like us to stay low. See, we're low and ready. The ball goes straight up. And instead of staying low, we're jumping through that ball. I think we can stay calm and just pass to the target, and I can pick up the set. Instead, we're panicking. We swing our arms a little bit uncontrolled, and then we have to give up the free ball. And that pretty much directly results in them getting a swing and the point. Because we're not able to put pressure on them by getting an attack. That's a better pass. Set's a little far outside. There's little confusion on the switch. Service error. Get their serve receive set up. That's a beautiful pass off the left side of the body. That's the second time he's gone there. The second time he's gone there. If I'm Debbie, I need to be ready next time. Alright, doesn't look like we're ready to hit the ball. Have to give a free ball away. There's a block. It was a pretty tight set. She didn't have a whole lot of options on that swing. Taking it off the right side of our body. It's going to give us a free ball on the near side. We don't get a good pass, and we have to give the free ball back. That's a good swing. A little bit of a deflection on the block. I didn't push across the net quite enough. Too tight of a set, that's my bad. That's a better pass by Maria. Nice dig. Nice tip, smart play. Smart play by Febby. He can't see the block, he can't see where he's hitting, so he just keeps it in play. Little tip over the top. Paul's gotta keep an eye on that ball just in case it trickles over and lands right onto the top of his head. Alright, so we're out of rotation on this and Maria knows it. Alright, so I go back to serve, which means my setter needs to be left, the secondary setter needs to be left front. Instead, he goes and wanders into right front, and now he is out of position. We're out of position. This is an out of rotation play, and technically we lose the point on that. Alright, Maria corrects it. And now this whole sequence is technically invalid if we were playing in a tournament. Nice pickup by Ari. Little shovel. The ball keeps staying in play. That set is way too tight. There's no rotation still. Yep, you guys can set up. This is correct. Pretty good pass by Harvey. Maybe a little tight. Just not quite a solid contact on it. It's a tight pass. Good pass. Onto the back set. Harvey gators it. I think Vivian is a little late to the spot. I want to take a look at that really quickly on that dig by Harvey. So this is going to be a back set. The back set's already been made. It's going to Paul. And let's see. Let's take a look at Vivian. So there she is. I think she needs to get in there a little bit earlier. Just once she knows that it's not going to her, really get the effort to get to the target spot. As a setter, you don't want the ball to fall between you and the net. So getting to that net is really important. So continuing that thought, your hitters have, as a setter, your hitters have transitioned off the net, right? So if the ball falls between you and the net, there's nobody there. No one is going to save that. So as a setter, gotta really work hard to get to the net, so that if this pass is short, maybe one of your hitters can pick it up. You know, if you're not gonna be able to get off the net quick enough, or you know, preferably you're to the net, you're ready to move again, and if it's off the net, you can go fetch it. That's a swing into the net. Maybe sets a little low. Better pass. Going on the back set. Not quite the swing we're looking for. Going to the outside. Nice cover by Carol. There's trouble. And barely keeps it alive. But doesn't look like we're playing anymore. So occasionally kind of special and amazing things happen in volleyball. Right, so this is a busted play. This is a pretty hard play to make. So third contact, I knuckle it over. This ball was maybe 6 inches off of the net or something like that. Luckily, I put the right angle and spin on it, and it goes over the net. This ball is still alive, right? Maria has stopped playing volleyball. Everyone else is kind of watching what develops. That's okay. And on the overpass, we just miss it. So, gotta really wait until that ball hits the ground. Occasionally, your teammate will do something amazing or special, and you want to be there to help them out. Alright, so Cindy's back. She hit another seam. We've talked about it before. She's going to hit the same seam because I remember us losing a bunch of points on this. And everyone is watching it. And so who's going to pick up this ball? She's going to serve there again. I would if I were her. Alright, we took the pass off the right side of our body. Play is being saved. It's going to end up being we get a free ball over. Swing a little bit wide. Really focus on getting the ball off our midline or off the left side of our body. That's a midline pass. Alright. It's 2 hitting errors in a row right now. One swing too far to the left and one set that just goes long. So there's Cindy hitting that same spot on the serve receive again. The seam, the 1-6 seam. Area 1, Area 6, the 1-6 seam right there. I think we end up losing that game. And at least Cindy and Vivian go 3-0 in our in the standings.